good, Joe? It's your boy Tre LA, Sweatpants Poppy.
And Miss Nita.
This is the Henny Chronicles podcast. Mark's not here this week because
he's a dumb fat bitch that left me.
He went to Hawaii for a little vacay, and while he was out that way, he sustained some injuries. Not funny. We're not laughing at you, Mark.
I'm laughing at Mark.
But yes, he definitely sustained. He broke his knee
in 3 pieces,
which is just nuts. In 3 pieces.
Yeah, it's like.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they thought they was gonna put a rod in there, and they're like, "Nah, we got wire this bitch shut."
That's just
Mark gonna feel when it's raining now. I can feel it. Like, now he making me feel old because now I got a friend that knows when it's about to rain. Old as hell, nigga, blood pressure up. Like, he all fucked up.
My knee hurting today. It's about to be a storm.
Yo, that's fucked up. But that's some funny shit right there. So, get well soon, Marky Mark.
I gotta take care of him.
Mark Wondrous. Marco Polo.
He ain't gonna be a savage for like 6 to 8 weeks.
Damn. That's a long clip.
You better call somebody over to suck his dick.
Damn.
Or let me do it.
G Duff face. Welcome to the show. My cousin, Mister Duffey, G Duff, the multifaceted career path. He's a photographer, basically full time.
Yeah.
He's a former rapper. He still raps, but he act like he don't rap. So
yeah, I'm trying to get the pen sharp and everything.
You gonna just read, Cole got you amped? I understand.
Nah, literally, Cole got me.
Cole got you amped. I understand. Cole did it.
I watched the documentary. He said something about him like not writing and having to get back in the rhythm and trying to keep. I said, oh, so he goes through that too. Fuck it, I can do it. I can get back at it. Why not?
Why not? Fuck it, let's do it, right?
Right.
So Duffy's in the building and stuff like that.
He's not adorable.
We're gonna chop it up about all the places this camera has taken him. He said, "Thank you." He's not allowed to take compliments. Yeah. He don't know how. None of us do.
Wait, why not? I'm lost.
We don't know how to take compliments.
We don't know how to take compliments.
It's like, oh, cool. Don't know how to take compliments.
Cocky as hell.
Alright, but before we get into anything that revolves around Mister Duffey, we gonna let Miss Nita fill us in on her crazy ass week.
Well, I can't tell you. That shit is incriminating. What's wrong with him?
Nah, yo.
Which ones?
Anything that you just mentioned.
No,
the situation
the
with your
first
moms.
one is incriminating. My mom is racist now. Like, she don't know it, but I know.
My mom is racist now.
She called me the N-word because we was in this like rich little white neighborhood, and she was like, "I should just yell out that you're kidnapping me." She just called me a nigger with the hard R. Y'all didn't hear that when she said that? Nobody else heard that? No? Why would she, as a white woman, be in the passenger seat of my car and say, "I'm a yell"?
So now that I know that your mother's white,
she called me a nigger. Hard R.
Now that I know your mother is white, that's funny as
I was just like, this motherfucker. And she's like, no, I was just making a joke. No, it was a bad joke. You're gonna get me shot out here.
Fucked up or funny, because I like fucked up or funny situations.
I do too, but low key, I'm proud of my mother. I'm proud of her.
You posted your mom's on Mother's Day. It's like, oh, look at young pictures of your mom.
Oh my fucking god, yo. Mother's Day. First of all, she was mad at me for waking her up. For like, I had flowers in the car, and I'm like, I'm gonna just drop these shits off to her right now, early in the morning. No. She was just like, why are you here? I'm like, it's Mother's Day. I want to, like, here. And she's like, okay. And I'm like, can I get a hug? She's like, I need to get the fuck out of my face. Don't know what I did. I was trying to be nice.
How did we get there?
I don't know.
Your mother don't like you.
She don't fuck with me no more. I don't know what I did to her.
It's the BLM. Blame it on BLM. Everybody else does. All issues revolve around BLM.
She don't fuck with me.
The gas shortage is definitely BLM's fault. It's everything BLM's fault. Shout out to BLM. We love them. Heavy. Fuck. But the world just blames them for everything, so we're just gonna roll with that. Someone from BLM definitely hacked the system. They had to.
We are BLM.
Definitely is. Very much so. Yeah, it's our fault. Just blame it on us. So your mother's upset about that, unbeknownst.
I don't fucking know. We cool now. I mean, she watching my kids and my dogs, so.
Why do you have 2 dogs again?
because my baby father brought a puppy into the house. And then, allegedly, I broke his car window. And he left the dog. Just like he left me with kids, he left me with basically another kid. Like, he about to get child support from that nigga.
Look at your face.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Heavy with the allegedly.
Heavy with the allegedly.
Just in case you want to be a snitch.
Oh, Lord, we ain't going to go down that road again.
We got this real pretty bottle of some rock. I ain't seen this bottle.
Yeah, I said, Brian, I drink dark liquor, so, you know, I get the dark liquor.
Diddy ain't playing no games. Huh?
Yo, when he made that shit, I put that shit on my page. I posted that shit. I was like, yo, we out here. See if I get sponsorship. Like
Tonight's episode is sponsored by.
I got the Hennessy too, though. You know, it's out here. But anyway, so that's how her week's been going. Mother's Day passed. Everyone did their Mother's thing. Shout out to my mama. Shout out to your mama. Shout out to your mama, your mama. And shout out to everybody's mama. My mama got drunk. Huh?
But I'm like,
shout out to y'all as mothers.
I like
my bad.
birthed out 3 fucking kids and 2 dogs.
And 2 dogs. My mama got drunk, hit her head, broke her glass. Like it was a rough Mother's Day.
Wait, what?
My mother got drunk on Mother's Day, and we knew she was drunk because she started talking about my father and shit. She was done.
She does that when she's not drunk.
Yeah. It was over for her. And then everybody left, and she went in the kitchen, dropped her Mother's Day glass that she just got, and then when she was trying to clean up, she fell forward and hit her head against the wall. In slow motion, as she liked to say, it was in slow motion. She fell in slow motion.
Damn.
And hit her shit. Poor mom. Poor mother.
That's crazy. My followers on Instagram was like gifting me little cash apps. It was cute.
Was it
Only women.
But was it followers or was it subscribers?
I don't know what they are. They was doing it through Instagram.
You should have put it up there. Did you put your cash app on Mother's Day?
Okay.
You should have. Just to see what happens.
Nita should post my cash app.
So on some real shit, Father's Day gonna hit. I can post my cash app for 4 hours straight. Nobody gonna see me no goddamn money.
Just put it in your bio.
Like that.
See?
Put it in your bio.
Women ain't gonna do that.
Women.
Nah, there might be some women that's out there that's like, you know what, we fuck with them.
You know what? You know
Everything
what it is? They're like, I'm
pregnant, she sends
different.
him money.
I'll send him
Yeah,
money.
thank you.
Like, yeah, bitch, be different. Go ahead. Do that.
This shit is terrible. Anyway, and then Father's Day is gonna come up, and we gonna get socks, drawers, t-shirts, a tie, a steak dinner. I'll take all the above. Actually, after I said it, don't sound too bad.
So what's the perfect Mother's Day gift though?
Shit. What is the perfect?
Like if
Mother's
we
Day
get shirts and socks, like what is the?
Mothers get the gauntlet.
Like what do women what do women say like they're gonna get? Oh, this year we're gonna get what from guys?
Yeah.
Honestly, I just be wanting to wake up to head. And I don't want my kids to be around. You know what? Like, I don't want my kids to be there.
I wouldn't say that I wouldn't want my kids to be there.
No, I want to relax. I got 3. You have 1. I have 3.
I have 2.
You have 2. You're right. So anyway, that shit is rough. Also, single mom over here. I want them to give me their little gifts and then just like go somewhere. And I want the house to be clean and stay clean for more than a day.
So there's nothing like that y'all be like expecting that y'all gonna get every year like our men do.
I think it depends on who you're with.
Yeah,
I think,
you expect if you know you're gonna get something.
I think men have such what it is. I think what he's trying to say is like men have such a short list. Like we know that we're going to get like the supreme
Foreman Mills.
the supreme the supreme basics. Like no man is expecting no Father's Day about to hit. I know I'm about to get me she about to drop like a couple of something on that watch.
About to get this watch.
She about to go drop a couple of something, like she about to get the car detail fully 300 on the car.
I know couples who do that for each other. I know couples. Do you know couples? I haven't gotten you shit for Father's Day?
He's not talking about him. You say you know couples.
No,
okay, so what couples don't I know? What couples do you know? Exactly. I my best friend and her husband go all out for each other all the time. So don't look at me like I don't know what I'm talking about, because I do.
Bruh, I'm just listen.
Does.
Listen.
Sorry, I had a co-sign that.
I suck at gift giving. My shit's gonna be basic.
Yes, I can receiving gifts as well.
Yep, I'm taking gifts well. I don't know what to do with this shit. I don't know what to do my hands like Ricky Bobby. I don't know. What am I supposed to do with this shit?
I ain't a father, so you know.
Don't do it.
I ain't expecting shit ever.
Don't do it.
No time soon. So
Don't do it. Just don't do it. Shout out to the upcoming fathers. You know, my bro. I got baby showers. Yo, listen, my June is packed, but it's a whole nother conversation for another day. Shout out to the bro.
So many baby showers.
Shout out to the bro. Everybody got that COVID quarantine pregnancy popping. So
yeah.
So shout out to everybody that was doing the stroke while you couldn't go
A
outside.
lot of first this year. Probably.
Absolutely. All right, so now that we done shot the gambit and ran shit real quick, now we're gonna get into this guy over here. We're gonna give you the 21 questions. Now, first, before I say anything, my very first interview, I interviewed Duffey.
Aww.
We did 21 questions.
We did.
And I asked him some bomb ass questions because he was about to drop the mixtape.
Celebrate later.
Mm-hmm. Which is a classic.
Yeah, that's fire that we did. We did a lot of classic shit. Last night we was talking, we was like, yo, we had it kind of lit.
And then he got rid of I don't know where the interview at. It's gone. G-Dub deletes everything.
I had the interview on my computer that fucking just died. And all the video clips just went with it. No way I can get it back.
Damn.
I wanted to have it and... Damn,
I had the Mohawk. It was a great.
We had the Francois Duperval background.
Yep.
Yeah.
He was sponsored for that one. He had had some backing for that mixtape. Yeah. Shout out to Francois Duperval. I never get the last part there right. I get mumble mouth whenever I say that shit.
Francois Duperval.
whenever I say it. Shout out to Frost. Shout out to Dave.
Yes,
people
sir.
that done that. That's doing that. They still running. I might post this part. I might want to repost this when I post that part. Anyway.
For sure.
Get the promo. But he was the first person I interviewed. And from that interview, I realized that I want to interview people. I want to get a mic and I want to sit in front of people. I want to ask people questions. I want to know why they do what they do. And I've always said this to Nita. Whenever we have guests that we interview, those are like our best shows.
Yeah.
Whenever we have interviews, those are like our best shows. So.
What kind
Pressure. Damn it, man. All right, you know what? Fuck it. Let's get it. What we
doing?
What we talking about?
We're going to get some more.
Let's have a shot. Let's
Also, Duffey don't really drink. He only drink wine. And we get him wine wasted tonight.
But I already had like 3 shots of Henny for my father.
Oh, shit. He drinking
Oh, my God. Yo.
And speak of the devil, he walks in on the right time.
So
now we got the Bel Air as well.
Yeah, Bel Air, Henny, Ciroc. We got it's a good night. So Duffey, we gonna jump into this photography thing. How long have you been a photographer?
I got my first camera in 2014, October 2014.
You remember the month?
Oh no, listen, my memory is impeccable.
You remember the month?
I'm just forgetful when it matters. Right? But no, 2014, I got the camera. That's when I was just like testing it. In North Carolina, obviously, it wasn't nobody's shoot. It wasn't anywhere to shoot. But I got here. When I moved back here, I had my first shoot 2015,
January 2015. What made you choose photography?
Nigga, I wanted to shoot videos for my songs, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm like, I'm rapping. Sean always they gotta see you. So I'm like, all right, I gotta shoot videos. So I'm thinking I could be creative. I can shoot my videos and not be in them. I could do like little short films or whatever. And I was like, but I need a camera. So it's like, fuck, I gotta figure out, I gotta get a camera, gotta pay for one. So I ended up getting one. So now I gotta figure out how to use it. So in order for me to figure out how to use it, I need, muses. I need subjects. I need something to like work off of to get used to it. And I mean, technically my first shoot was in North Carolina with a friend of mine. I hit her up. I said, look, let's take some pictures. I just got this new camera. I'm trying to like figure out how to use it and shit. And she was down. Had a cool little shoot. Wasn't that spectacular. And from there, it just went from like, I got to keep using it. I got to keep having shoots and figuring out how to get comfortable with the camera. And I got to go to New York City and run around. And one thing led to another. I'll take pictures of one girl and then post on Instagram, and then another girl may see it. And I'm like, I can take pictures of another girl. Maybe somebody else. And now I'm getting hit up by other girls. And now it's just like, it ended up being what it is today.
Ended up being what it is today.
Said fuck the videos. Stop rapping all together. Really, like now I'm just full-fledged photographer, basically. You know, so
Full-fledged.
that's kind of what happened.
And now, with the full-fledged, no, chill. With the full-fledged photography shit, right? I remember them early pictures, man. Cause you had some, man. I ain't gonna say, I'm jealous of this nigga camera. I'm jealous of the Mister Duffey camera, cause you have taken some pictures of some mighty amazing females.
You have. I'll be like on your page, just like, God damn.
Like they bad.
One of the specialties is knowing who to shoot. That's like, you gotta know who to shoot. You gotta know which ones is like, okay, if I shoot her, if I get her on my camera, it's gonna be fire. I already know. And I kind of just had that niche, just like y'all. If I work with her, I know other people is gonna fuck with it. So, like you said, if you think she's bad, then there's other people that think she's bad. So I made the right choice with shooting with these particular girls. You know what I'm saying?
That is. When it comes down to photography and stuff like that, picking the girls, all this other kind of stuff. We know that you've bounced around, you did Jersey, now you live in Florida. Tell us some of the places this camera has taken you.
Yo, this is crazy. I'm getting interviewed by Tre LA again.
Your manager sitting over there, you know what I'm saying?
All right. My first time traveling, I fucking got on a bus and went to Massachusetts.
Oh, those are some good pictures.
This was the early on. This was like the first time, like, all right, I'm going to actually travel somewhere. Only because, obviously, I didn't know a lot of girls that I could shoot with. So, the one girl that I did know, she lived in Massachusetts, and I met her through, like, Ustream. When Ustream was a thing.
Was your thing, yeah.
You know what I mean? When I was going live on Ustream.
He was at Ustream Macadocious. You had to throwing Ustream parties.
Ustream Party Club. No, Ustream was basically the first live before IG Lives and all that stuff. Like, celebrities or regular people just sit in front of their webcam and go live, and random people pull up in the chat. And so it was just like IG Live. But it was like in 2009, 2010.
Yep.
I was a child.
How old were you?
Ask me those questions.
Okay, I can't answer those questions. I get it. No, but yeah, I go live on there. So it was a girl that used to watch me go live, and she was a nice looking girl, obviously. And I was like, yo, we should take pictures. And she was with it. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go to Massachusetts.
Just gonna go.
You wasn't scared it was gonna be a setup?
No, because I have had known her for so long.
Oh.
Like I've literally known her. Well, really, I didn't know her, but I knew her over the internet since like 2010, and it's 2015 at this point. So it's like, because when I first seen her on fucking Ustream, I'm like, yo, she's a catfish. You know how back in the day,
yeah, definitely a catfish.
Chicks would be too pretty on like why you looking at me? Like
exactly.
Like I'm you supposed to be on these other guys' life, but that's how we thinking. So eventually as years go on, I just know she's a cool person, whatever. So I was like, fuck it, I'm going. And I went and I took those pictures, came out dope. Her sister, her friend. It was just fun. It was a nice little vibe. I didn't even do nothing in Massachusetts. Like it was just like go there and take pictures. They left. I went to sleep. Wake up. I'm back on the bus to come back home. Like it was like a one night type thing. And then my second trip, I went to like Rhode Island, and I shot with another chick. And after that, man, I went to Philly. All like in the same year. Like I was out. And LA, obviously Miami, but like the main place was Bali. That was more recently in 2019.
Before the world shut
down.
And
Mexico. Mexico was the most recent, but Bali was right before that. But because of my camera, it's got me all these places, and it's lit.
That's lit.
Yo,
It's lit. Went from the attic to Bali. Like, come on, man.
Can't complain.
Can't beat that.
Can't complain about that.
No. Nah, I got this little thing where I'm like, yo, my camera gonna take me wherever I want to go.
Facts.
That's how I feel about it.
Right.
Like, wherever I want to go, my camera gonna get me there. I just gotta keep using it. I gotta take care of it. I gotta keep using it. You gotta be nice to it.
Do you? This is going to be, easy to answer kind of type of question because it's very evident. Do you think that being known to travel has made you even more popular?
Yeah, absolutely. That's how it is. Like with anything anybody doing that's like you're an entrepreneur, you're doing it, you're making money doing stuff that's based off you. Once you start traveling, people seeing that you're well traveled and other people in other places want to work with you, they start gravitating towards you like flies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they just like, okay, if he can go to fucking Miami and everybody want to work with him, then he can go to LA and everybody want to work with him. And we see this nigga in Bali and people was working with him. Then obviously we need to work with this guy. Like obviously there's something that we need to be a part of or whatever. Like, so yeah, definitely you gotta travel. Even if you're not like getting paid or like getting booked and wherever you decide you're gonna go, fund it yourself. Take the trip, book the hotel, find somebody out there that you willing to just give your services to, so that you can use them as the promo to get other people eventually to fall in line. So, hell yeah.
to travel.
I'm still trying. Look, if you're doing this full time, you gotta travel. Like for me, I gotta travel. I can't just make all my money in Florida and then think it's just gonna be what it is. Like, I'm gonna have to go to LA. I'm gonna have to come home to Jersey, New York. I'm gonna have to go to Atlanta. I'm gonna have to go to Vegas. I'm gonna have to go to like all these different places, Texas. I'm gonna have to go to maybe Costa Rica because some, they do content trips. So if I'm getting booked to go to these places, I'm gonna make the money that I can make. If I can make the money that I need to make in a month in fucking 3 or 4 days, I'm out. Take the money. I'm gonna make the money. What are we talking about? Like I'm out. So hell yeah, you gotta travel, man.
What do you feel is it, out of all your photo shoots, your one dayers, your trips, and all this other kind of stuff, what are like 3 models that stick out the most? Like that was an experience that was it.
I'm always going with Raven.
She was the early one.
She was technically the first like real like girl that actually models, that shoots with other photographers, that decided to work with me. So I'll say Raven just because
she gave a nigga a shot.
She gave a nigga a shot. Like she was like, I ain't had nothing like to show. Like, I don't think I had anything really to show. I just hit her up on IG. She had whatever 1,000 followers she had at the time, and I was like, look. And I probably hit her up on some humble shit, so she probably just respected that. Like, listen, I'm new to this. I need some work. I'm trying to get some portfolio shit worked up. I want to shoot with you. Are you down? She was with it. And the first shoot was like in a fucking blizzard.
Yeah, it was snowing out that joint.
Dog, I had to go to work, right? So the shoot, I got off work at like 2 o'clock. So you know me, 2 o'clock, get off. Actually, I didn't even come home. I think I packed my stuff like in my work locker so that I can go straight from work to New York City. Man, it was snowing, but when I got to Harlem, it was different. Like, it was a blizzard. Like, I'm walking forward and the shit is blowing me back. I'm like, hold on, we still shoot. And I remember her messaging me like, listen, it's snowing here really bad. If you don't want to come, you coming from Jersey, I understand. But I'm still down.
We out here.
That was enough for me. Like, long as she wasn't. That's why, like now moving forward, when chicks like cancel and like little petty, I was like, do you understand? I had a chick actually come out in the blizzard to shoot. You know what I'm saying? Like she was dedicated more than me because I was like, damn, dude, should I hit her up? But when she told me she was still down, I was out. So Raven for sure. You said 3, right?
You can give just a couple. I ain't gonna put too much pressure.
It's tough. It's tough. Raven for sure. One of the girls I shoot with now, like, she's really, really like easy to shoot. Whenever I hit her up to shoot, she's down. Maria, she's a French model, from Paris or somewhere like that. Just every time we shoot, it's like it's easy. Like She just knows what to do. I mean, not saying like girls that I gotta tell and coach, but she's just like, she's a natural dancer. So with her, is she can do nude, she can do high fashion, she can do portrait, she can do whatever you need for her to do, anything, she can do it. So I would say like she's definitely a standout model. But other than that, like that's really it. That's as far as standout wise. Like I mean, obviously there's a whole bunch of them that I really fuck with that I feel like is good people. But as far as just like the modeling is concerned, there's only like those two that I really use
just
as
easy.
reference. Yeah. The Raven was always like an easy shoot too. We shot twice, so yeah.
You ever think about revisiting?
Trying to shoot Raven again? I'll try before. I tried hitting her up. I remember one time, but she was telling me she was doing like some personal stuff, like surgeries that she was trying to like get taken care of. I don't want to put her business out there, but so she was trying to like, you know, just get her self-confidence and all that stuff back together before she starts shooting. And now she's not really like known for shooting like that anymore. So, but you know, it is what it is. I've grown. Now I got so much other shit to worry about and focus on. I can't even blame them that I ain't shot it yet. So,
Sips wine. Hey, everybody that does this type of service, anybody that works in service, where you're providing a service, whether you're taking pictures professionally, you know, we have a couple of photographers in here. You know how hard it can be to stand out, to draw that crowd, to get people to come in and stuff like that. You got to promo and push, and the crazy thing is, it's the how you say the photog. You guys who are photographers, the men and women that are photographers, y'all are a pretty big damn community. It's like a lot of y'all.
Yeah, more than ever.
My sister-in-law, she's a photographer too. Shout out to Go With The Flow Images.
More than ever.
Yeah, I got you, sis. To get that notoriety can be hard, and to have your services and to be on demand can be a motherfucker. You've taken pictures as a model before. Nita Bean, you have taken pictures before. You can make that motherfucker face if you want to.
I take my own pictures.
No, but you also have taken professional pictures too. Maybe not a lot of times, but you have.
And she will.
She will.
For the record.
For the record. What are your experiences like as a model doing it?
As a what?
As a model in front of the camera.
All right, so what is your experiences doing what you're doing for social media? Like,
I'm good when it's me looking at me.
All right,
I'm camera shy.
But you
don't know that.
But you still gotta promote yourself. You still gotta like make yourself interesting enough for people to, you know what I mean?
I'm not gonna let Nita slide on this shit. Okay, she said she's camera shy.
I am.
I'm gonna say this. She might be shy for other people's cameras. She's 110% not shy for her own goddamn camera.
I'm not. Those are my best pictures. But wait, pause.
Yes,
I have
pause.
to shout Anthony out. He's a little photographer. That's my little.
Now, for those that don't know who Anthony is,
Y'all better know who Anthony is by now.
that's her son. Her photographer is her son.
But no, he does this like cute little thing with my phone now. I don't know where he learned it from, but he like flips it upside down and look. I was like, that's legit, right?
Yeah.
That's cute.
That's cute. Look, she out here wilding with the camera. Well, her son's out here wilding with the
He's
camera.
wilding with the camera.
Teaching them early.
Yeah.
Now you gotta get him a real camera.
No, I am gonna get him a real camera. We talked about that or whatever. And he was like, "You're gonna be my model," and I'm like, "You're gonna help my Instagram."
One hand washes the other.
For real, like.
Look at that shit. About to have him. He about to blow up and start shooting girls. Like, I gotta learn how to use the camera. I heard Duff on the podcast.
Wait, do you know how funny it would be at 17 years old? Like, I just got booked to Miami, so I'm out. Wait, where you going?
Now I'm all for like supporting dreams and shit. Just don't do cocaine. That's it.
Crack is whack.
That I tell my kids that all the time. Ask them what crack is. They're gonna be like, it's whack.
It's whack. See, it's funny like to have that type of support and stuff like that come from the son and stuff like that. But it's dope. It's like you do what's necessary. You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to running the show yourself, like G Duff mentioned, like for those that don't know, G Duff's rap situation, he used to be in a room making his songs, mastering his songs. He did everything. To be self-taught, like he mentioned with the camera, he's very self-taught. Anything that he wants to do, he does the footwork. Yeah. He don't look for no easy outs, unfortunately. Everybody outsources. This nigga don't outsource shit. Only thing he needs is the beat. Give me the beat. Then we work from there. You should have became a producer too. You could have been J. Cole.
No, I tried that one time, I think, here. Like, just trying to make beats. But it's like, I want to write something. I'm ready to write something, but then you got to make the beat. And it's like, it's different. It's different. It's too much. Like, when your brain got to operate on so many levels and be good at everything, it's just like, all right, something's going to lack. Like, the beat ain't going to be that good. Then I can't write to it because I ain't going to really like it. So it's just, I just left it alone, bro. I just left it alone. Yeah.
You know, I'm going to do another shout out. Shout out to Sequence, your original producer.
Yes, my guy, Sequence.
Shout out to Sequence out of North Carolina.
Yes, sir.
He made some moves out here. He made some pretty good moves out here.
Got some joints.
Got some supreme joints.
A lot of joints.
Shout out to management, Super Ugly Sean over there. He know a thing or two about those joints.
We ain't have to sign contracts. We just shook hands and we
out here. out here working, right? But
that's what they like to say. Yo, we ain't even sign a contract. We just shook hands.
But you was the man in North Carolina for a while, down there doing your thing.
It's okay. No, honestly, North Carolina kind of made G Duff like G Duff. You know what I'm saying? Like in a little small town, like everybody knew each other and shit like that. So, yeah, man.
So shout out to North Carolina, man, because
sure.
right now
252.
North Carolina got the things going, because you know J. Cole just dropped that joint on Friday.
J. Cole just dropped the album.
Just dropped
Even
that
though
joint.
he ain't 252, it's cool. It's cool.
It's cool. All right, yo, we're gonna take a quick break because we're gonna get back to See Her Sexy in a minute. G Duff know what I'm talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't worry. See Her Sexy. See Her Sexy is a lot of what you're catching on the page, but not what you're catching on the page. And we'll explain a little bit later, yo. It's your boy Tre LA Sweatpants Poppy.
And Miss Nita.
And G Duff.
This is the Henny Chronicles podcast, yo. We will be right back.
Can't wait to go to the Stoop Tuesday, nigga.
Yo, we back, yo. Your boy Tre LA Sweatpants Poppy.
And Miss Nita.
We got G Duff in the building. Mister Duffey.
Yes, sir.
G's done stepped in.
Greetings.
Family here.
He done stepped in. Alright, yo, when we stepped away from the last joint, we mentioned that we was gonna swing back in. Mister Duffey.
Yes, sir.
The See Her Sexy.
See Her Sexy.
Explain. What is See Her Sexy?
See Her Sexy is basically the sexier side of the work that I usually display, pretty much. You know what I mean? Like, it's really a brand that started with See Her Sexy being more than just the sexy, like, more, not the sexual, but more like, okay, there's more to this girl other than her just being sexy.
Yes,
like her being sexy without clothes and shit like that. Yeah. So it started off as, you know, me trying to like get girls, like try to interview them.
Yeah.
But I didn't really like how that was going. It just felt like it just was too cliche. So I kind of just took the name See Her Sexy and just made it a side brand to it, like a sexier side of what Mister Duffey. Even though Mister Duffey is still sexy, I'm trying to make See Her Sexy a more like, you know, professional, sensual brand. You know what I mean? So,
now, I know you had like, didn't you do like a mini book?
I did like a new photo book, See Her Sexy. That's what See Her Sexy, like all my photo books is going through See Her Sexy. So new photo books, everything. That's basically what that is. Yeah. Mr. Duffey could be everything. Mr. Duffey could be pictures of, you know, the homies and pictures of the family.
And like you did today, going through New York and stuff like that.
Exactly. But See Her Sexy is going to be, you know, the nude side, basically. Yeah.
Now, for the record, I said earlier, G Duff walked around New York for 7 hours a day.
Oh my God, my feet hurt. Still hurt right now.
Walked around the city for 7 hours taking pictures. That's some dedicated shit.
Real street photographer.
That's some dope shit right there. Now, with the See Her Sexy, now we know, like, when we go to your page, we all follow the Mr. Duffey page and stuff like that. You take amazing pictures, right? And we mentioned before that the women are supremely dope. What level of comfortable do both y'all have to be for these pictures? Like, hold on, before you get to this, I'm a massage therapist. Everybody know I do massage. I'm a massage therapist, right? People be on me like, yo, how do you massage these girls? How you massage these girls? How you do that? How you massage these girls? And not try to do this and not try to do that. How you do it, right? And I'm like, I'm a professional. And it's easy for me. I get them on the table, we working, right? But then I look at your pictures, and I be like, that's some pressure.
It's tough, yeah.
That's some real pressure. Real life pressure. So
That's what
explain.
all my friends say. Like,
What they say I do.
all my homies is like, yo, you better than me. Like,
We've been telling you that shit for mad long.
we want to be at the shoot. We want to help. We want to, like, I get all that from all my homies. For me, it kind of just, it's like, honestly, I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of the shoots, we make it look way more sexier on camera than what it actually is when we're in the room. Like, when you're in the room shooting with some of these models, there isn't like a real like
Sexual tension.
and you're just like hot. It's like, oh my god, is it hot in here as me? It's never like that. Like, it ain't like people think that just because they're naked and taking these pictures, the poses may be a little risky or whatever, but the vibe is actually, it's kind of just, I'm not even gonna say professional, because professional seem like it's like, you know what I mean, real staged and real this, but it's kind of just like a boundary thing. Like, listen, you're there, that's your area, I'm here, this is what I'm supposed to do from my area. I'm supposed to make sure I capture however you are, the way you look, how, like, you know what I'm saying? So that right there, I learned that early on.
Authentic, kid.
You said what?
Authentic.
It's kind of authentic. Like, it ain't like it's just more so just like, man, I'm trying to get this chick naked. I'm trying to see.
That's
what
what, no,
like.
but for because a lot of photographers be like creeps, and that's why I don't shoot people. They be like, yo, Nita, you bad as hell. Let me shoot. No.
Yeah, because I mean, girls tell me all the time, like, the other photographers are creeps. Obviously,
Yeah.
they've tried them. They try to get lap dances from them and all this different stuff. And me, it's kind of like, listen, I'm here to get this work. I'm here to get this fire, so that when we post this shit, it's going to bring me more work. It's going to bring me more money. It's going to bring me more of those trips that we talked about. And I ain't got to worry about having no bad name out here. Ain't no other girls going to talk down on me. You're not going to see my name on Instagram like, yo, Duffey, that nigga creep. He try to touch me, try to do this. Fuck all that. Like, you ain't getting that from me. It ain't happening. Like, you do what you do over there. I do what I do over here. We go home. I edit the shit. I make it look I put my little sauce on and make it look dope. And just your job, but your job is to still, like, the model job is to still, like, on camera, you have to be able to show that sexy. If you're going to do sexual, show that sexual side. I just have to be able to catch it in a way. That's why, like, my shooting style, I don't do it, like, real, like, trashy and real, like, slutty and all that good stuff, because I want to catch it in a way where the work is still tasteful. You know what I'm saying? That even if the person that hates naked girls, if they see the work, they'll still kind of have some type of appreciation for the images. You know what I mean?
My cameras, my niggas. Now, but this is the thing, right? Because you mentioned that, like, having that type of shot and keeping it sexy and stuff like that. I tell people all the time, there's a difference between being naked and being sexy.
Right.
I tell this to people all the time. A woman can be completely dressed and still be sexy.
Yes.
Right.
And a lot of people confuse nude with sexy.
No, they confuse nude with sex.
Yes.
Or sexual. That's what they confuse it with. And that's when you start getting the bad name, when it's like, oh, all you shoot is nude. All you shoot is like, they start putting you in that box. Or like for OnlyFans, for instance, when you say you got OnlyFans, they automatically put it to sex or sexual, when it's really like, we on OnlyFans make some money. You know what I'm saying? Like,
big facts.
We on OnlyFans to make some money, and if my sexy work is able to make me a few $100 every month, I'm going to post my sexy work. You know what I'm saying? So obviously, you got sex workers that's just they blew it up. They made it. The strippers and the escorts, they blew it up. They made it. They made their little $40,000 a month, $100,000 a year. And it is what it is now. But people confuse nudity with sex, and that's where they're wrong.
Now, we're going to do another shameless plug. Mister Duffey has an OnlyFans page. What did you?
Had.
Oh, had.
Oh, what happened
Had
to
on
it?
OnlyFans.
I told him to dump that shit.
No, he did. No, actually, honestly, I don't know why OnlyFans deleted my page. They've deleted 2 of my pages. This is the issue. This is like a whole nother issue that we got to get into. Just like consent and all that type of stuff, signing release forms and getting permission to do this. So basically, OnlyFans is on the tip where if you're posting, if you're the content creator, if I'm Mister Duffey and I make an OnlyFans page, if I'm posting anyone else, it's like they kind of like would just shut your shit down.
Oh, that's
right.
booty.
So
she tight.
Yeah. So
I didn't know my OnlyFans is only me, but like that's booty.
So like girls that's doing content with other girls or girls that's doing content with guys, they're having issues as well where, you know, you're putting somebody else on your page. So now OnlyFans. So OnlyFans is backwards. This is like the flaw with OnlyFans, right? They want us to have release forms. The model has to sign a release form. You have to take a picture of the model with the release form with their ID, right?
That's
cool. That's easy. Like everybody really signs some paperwork, like if it's an NDA or if it's a release form, whatever it is. But the issue with OnlyFans is there's no option for us to show upload the release form, the image that we take of them once they sign a release form. So like if I go to post the work of this model, there's nowhere for me to post the release form information, right? So what do? Just not post my work and just not make no money, or like what do we do here? So OnlyFans will say, we'll delete your account or we'll freeze it. You can't log into it, but you got to email us every model. I'm not doing it. That's an inconvenience. Like you as OnlyFans making all this money, all these millions of dollars, all these creators you got up there. Whenever I go to upload my work and it says image, and then you know how it has the little $ where you can lock the image and sell it and they gotta unlock it. Right next to that it should have release form. That way I can upload that picture that y'all want us to take, and then y'all can see that this model that I'm posting has signed a release form, because I have girls sign a release form and they sign a release form. I'm allowed to post them. This is my work, whatever. But they don't have that option. What they do is they wait until they feel like it to just remove your shit and then tell you, yo, send us the release work. So that's basically what they did to me. They did it twice, and the first time that was the reason. And I was like, yo, I'm not going to email y'all all these girls. So I went ahead, I made another account. I tried to like go around and make another account using instead of my ID this time, because they track all your IDs. So if you make an OnlyFans account with your ID and then they delete it and you try to make another one with the same ID, they're gonna remove that one too. So what I did was use my passport. Like I'm gonna use a passport and make another one. So I did that. It was cool. Everything was gravy. And then I didn't get no warning, no email, no nothing. It was gone. I emailed them like, yo, what's the issue? And I basically emailed them the same thing I was telling y'all. Like y'all need to have a better way of, so photographers can actually make money and post their work and do whatever. And it was just generic responses that they kept sending. So it wasn't like I was able to talk to anybody.
Like
it's all bullshit. So they deleted it, and I was just like, you know what? It is what it is.
I'll leave it alone.
I'll go to Patreon, where it's a lot easier. I'll just put up the images because my OnlyFans was for like videos. I'll do BTS videos. And then I'll do like the uncensored, where maybe obviously a nipples may show, some ass may show, you know, but it wasn't like no dildos and all. Like that's for them to do on their shit. I don't post it on mine, right?
Man, I pay for that shit.
Well, then you gotta go on their page. But yeah, so like, I was just like, you know what? I can post my images on Patreon. I can still make my whatever a month, and then I can do my photo book, sell the news, and keep it pushing. So fuck OnlyFans and. I got a website. I got a new website coming.
So
you just the fucking shit.
Hey, chill.
Ain't no fuck OnlyFans.
So Nita Bean has her OnlyFans.
Yeah, she wasn't talking to me. She was talking to me.
Yeah, Nita Bean has her OnlyFans and stuff like that. And you don't have any issues with yours, of course, because you don't have this uploading other images and stuff like that, right? You don't have no negatives for your OnlyFans, right? Nah.
I mean, like, I hate the fact that they was like, you can't put your Cash App up here. I'm like, fuck it.
Yeah.
That shit's in my
and he got like certain words you can't type.
Yeah, but if you do want...
Bro,
if you do...
Fuck, fam, go outside.
Oh, you gotta go. Go to the podcast.
But no, it's like ways you could like put your Cash App. You just gotta like, you know.
Yeah, you gotta like space.
Yeah.
You gotta space out the
you
word,
gotta
the
do
letters
like
and shit.
crazy
Yeah.
stuff. Cause niggas be like, I don't want to pay you on here because they take a percentage out. Like, let me Cash App you, and I'm like, that shit is in my bio. If you wanna do it.
If you really want to
So,
send
but
that.
other than that, OnlyFans is lit. My subscribers love me.
Yeah. No, that's the thing. My subscribers love me, but OnlyFans did it.
The shade.
That was my issue though. Like OnlyFans basically just fucking. It's kind of harder for the photographers. It's like we gotta jump through.
But that
loops and
is
shit.
weird. Like they should definitely have an option.
They should have it so that we're able to post up
Yeah.
release phone with the shoot.
That
Whatever.
That would
I'm
blow
over
me.
it. I ain't trying to go back.
I ain't trying to go back.
Yeah. I'll just keep, just shooting the work and put it in other places.
So, as a photographer, I'm going to ask you this next question, right? Because we asked you about,
Excuse us, podcast listener.
yeah, we asked you about the, about some of the memorable people that you work with that was easy. How many difficult, models have you had? Where it's like, bruh, like this chick is,
A ton.
this chick is doing too much.
Oh man. We get those girls all the time where man, it's so many different scenarios. Man. Like it's so many different scenarios with models. Just like wanted to shoot. Let's just say we'll do a collab where all right, I'm not gonna pay. I'm not gonna pay. I mean, I've never paid a model, but they're not gonna pay. But we're gonna do a trade. I give you content that you can use. I have the content that I can use, and we're good. But then you get the girls that decide to say, you know what? Either they got a boyfriend or whatever, and they want you to take it down now. So they don't want the work posted anymore. Can you take it down? Pardon us, everybody. My father's interrupting the podcast for the 100th time. Come on, man. What are you doing? You being unprofessional. We live on the podcast.
Super live right now.
You know what I mean? And the listeners trying to hear what we gotta say. What you doing? You gotta sit down, chill, have a drink. Take a shot.
So go ahead. So
Bear with us, people. I'm pretty sure y'all dealt with my father before.
They're like, we know him.
We know him. Triple bubble, that's right. Whatever that means.
but
You got a
yeah.
prostitute?
Nah, nigga, we ain't doing this tonight. But
Allegedly.
But working with people that can be difficult, right? Like I mentioned, having these jobs where you're working with people. Everyone knows that people can be a motherfucker paying ass. Period. Right?
Yeah. But mine is different, bro. Like the difficulties that I have is like you gotta think. You can deal with somebody who's like who may be picky on a project, like, oh, when you put the towel down, cut the corners out. I don't want the corners. I want cool, you can do that, easy fix. But I'm dealing with girls with insecurities with their body, with their looks, with this, with that. So now I gotta go in on Photoshop and really trust me. Like there's some girls that are really, really like insecure about themselves. Like
but they in front of the camera.
So but that's where they in front of the camera because they want us to do our magic. So now the work has to be put on me to be the greatest. You know what I mean? The greatest of the great. So now if I do great work and then I send it to her, they're like, oh, but can you make my chin bone smaller? All right, I gotta make your chin bone smaller.
I want you to
Hold on.
I know.
So you make a chin bones? Wait.
I'll pay for it.
Hold on. So wait. So how sharp does your editing has to be for this type of shit? Like, how long does it take you to edit? Like, you say, yo, I do a picture, I do a shoot, I took 50 pictures of this chick. Like, you narrow it down.
I'll take more of that. I'm doing like each shoot. I'm doing at least 200 plus 300 pictures.
300 pictures.
Yeah.
And then you go through them. Yo, G, you gotta go, yo. You gotta go like downstairs. Downstairs. So you taking 300 pictures, and then you go through all them joints?
No. Nope. Nope. Sure don't. Right. So,
Sure don't.
What I do is my method is when I do the shoots, I shoot however much I shoot. Because obviously, if it's 300 shoots, we doing maybe X amount of looks. We doing more than one look.
Yeah.
So now, basically, I make sure I get them all the pictures.
Yeah.
Right? Now you choose. You got to go through it and pick your favorites and all of that. So now if you send me, so like obviously if you paying, then there's a certain amount I'm going to give you. So you got to make sure you pick the certain amount. And, but if it's a collab effort where nobody's getting paid or whatever, all right, cool. Then if you send me 10, 15 pictures, then I'm going to choose the top, I don't know, 5 or 6 to, really edit. And then that's how I break it down. Now, after that is done, and I send you all the ones that's it. Like, whatever it is, the deal is done.
Yeah.
Then I'll probably go through it eventually later on and, see what else is in that folder that I might like, that I might want to post later. Or,
you really have to love this.
Yeah, no, you gotta love it. You
have to.
You can't just
is like a lot. I'm over here like.
It's not just it's not like a fucking just. A fun like, oh, we're gonna go take pictures. They're naked and they want to be like,
right.
No. That's why I tell like what people think because the pictures are so sexy and so like whatever, and they're naked and titties out, asses out. They think it's one thing, but when you're at the shoot, man, you gotta make sure like if I'm showing her while we're shooting and she's like complaining, oh, but my chin, my under chin is too fat. I'm trying to lose weight. I'm trying to do it. So she's hating the pictures. They're nice pictures, but she's hating it because she's insecure with herself. So now we gotta fix it to the point where all right, let's try to figure out what shots we can get so that you love yourself.
It's crazy because that's why so many girls are like super insecure because like Photoshop and stuff. So they see like these amazing girls and they're like, oh my gosh, she's so pretty. And then
that's
the
issue. That's the issue.
And then they're like, no, like, did you see Shorty in person? Like she looks like everybody just looks normal. That's why I try to like do a lot of unfiltered pictures too on my Instagram because like.
Because
I don't give a fuck.
it's the issue with like even with photographers. Like we seeing girls and. Damn, she's dope. All right, cool. Well, if I can get work with her, I know I'll kill it. But the photographer she shot with before kind of like really went in and retouched her with as far as body wise. And we know we got like that sense of, okay, we know he retouched it, so he probably did this, he probably did that. But sometimes we get some of these girls and we're like, wait a minute.
This is not what I was expecting.
If I knew this, I wouldn't have shot with her. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I knew that this was how much that they went in and did her body, then I probably wouldn't even try to shoot with her. And then they hide it because of how they post stuff. I know it all. Like, now I got an eye where I can look at their Instagram and kind of pick out, I can weed out whatever the real is, whatever the fake is, and know if I want to shoot with her or not. Or you know what I mean? So,
you ever told a female no? Like, nah.
Yeah, I was just about to ask.
Nah, never. I've never told anybody no. Never. Like if they want to book a shoot, book it. Hold on, man. This guy.
Yo, G.
Yo, you gotta go.
Man, close the fucking door.
Yo, dog, we can hear you. Take your ass downstairs.
The funniest thing about all of this is we came up here to get away
from that.
And
yes.
Everybody just comes up here.
Yes. I built this room to escape the first floor. The first floor comes and follow me. But anyway, so you never tell anybody no. So being that you don't tell anybody no, that definitely puts a whole nother spin on it. Like
because it's like, all right, look, nigga, you can't be picky on who you want to edit. Like, well, I'm not picky, but it's just like you can't really worry about those issues and then tell everybody that you'll shoot with them. It's kind of just like, honestly, for me, it's. I mean, if you want to do this full time, sometimes you gotta take the job.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That
you just gotta like. Look, my thing is, if that girl is if she gonna book 3 looks, right? Let's say she booking 3 looks. So, I'm not gonna say my numbers up here, but if she's booking 3 looks, whatever I'm gonna make for that 3 looks, whatever I'm gonna make with those 3 looks is more than what I can make in a week working 40 hours for when I was working like Amazon, right? And I'm gonna make more in like 3 hours
than what you do.
Than what I would do with Amazon for a week.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna take the job.
That ass.
I'm gonna take the job. Like, what are we talking about? You know what I mean? So like now, I'd rather go in and do that than go bust my ass for 40 hours. I'd rather sit at my computer and just edit her
and
shit.
do the shit.
Right.
Do it how she want to do it. Like, so that's where it becomes like, yo, say yeah. Take the money.
Get the bread.
Take the money. Like, fuck it. Now, if you can't handle the workload or if you can't handle the editing and all that type of shit, then don't take the job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Find another way, or, you know what I mean? Tell her you can't do this, you can do this, and maybe lower your price a little bit or whatever. Like, my prices are cheap. Listen, my prices are cheap compared to a lot of photographers.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So,
That's like when you with the massage shit.
yeah, like, it's
Everybody like, yo, I have people like, yo, your price too high. Then I booked a chick, though, dead ass. Not to cut you off, dead
No,
ass.
you good.
My prices for my massages is what I consider to be low. I had a young lady book me from New York, and she was like, your prices are too low. She's like, I was paying this much for a massage.
Yeah.
She was like, what I was paying for 1 hour is the price for I was paying more for my 1 hour than what you charge for 2 hours.
Yep.
And then I got people that complain that my price is too high.
Yeah.
It's all about location.
I've had girls, I give them, like girls that I've had long business transactions with. Like I've been working with them since forever, years and years and years. So obviously they don't know my normal rates because they never got to a point where I had to charge them my normal rates, because obviously from when we first shot, when you know what I mean, when I first started off shooting till now, I don't give them those same rates. I kind of like, you know, look out. You know what I mean? But what happens is a lot of them end up overpaying. They're still paying me kind of the same, but they don't know that, but they're overpaying me because they're like, nigga, what you doing, you should be paid this much.
Yeah.
Not knowing, all right, you're already paying me what I should be paid. Like, you know what I mean? So
Right.
those girls I appreciate. Like the ones that's like, listen, if I tell them like, look, just give me 200. And then I go check Cash App and they send me 500. You know what I'm saying? Or they send me 600. It's like, oh shit. All right, well, you know.
Thank you.
Actually, I'll probably owe you some more shit if you paying me that. You know what I mean? Like, so you'll get that too, where they feel like, you know, you should be paid more, or that they usually would go to somebody else and pay more than when they come to you type shit. So, yeah.
And then you give them quality work.
And you give them quality work. That's the key, though. You gotta make sure you keep your shit tight,
Bro.
because all shoots don't go how you want it to go. That's something that's like I wish that was talked about more with like photographers and models. Like people just think every shoot is perfect, 100%, whatever, blah blah blah. Everybody's happy. Everybody love their picture. It's not like that. Like everybody don't like the shoot. Every time. Sometimes the lighting isn't right. Sometimes, you know what, the location was shitty. We should have shot here instead of there. We should have shot at this time instead of that time. Like you had those moments where, you know. Usually when they pay, it's kind of like, you know, we go over all that. Like, look, this is what we need. This is what we got to do. A lot of times, a lot of the collab shoots and stuff, it's like, look, let's just see what we get. Like, you know, everything isn't going to be great, perfect, 100%. Like, it's okay. Like, we'll come back and fix it next time. But shit is a lot. It's a lot. Just thinking about it, I'm going to go home and edit as soon as I get back to Florida. Like, I got shit I got to do. I try to bring my laptop, but I was like, you know what?
I handle later.
Yeah, I handle later. I'm gonna just chill. You know, right now I gotta be on my phone and like responding to DMs. I'm trying to shoot while I was here. Nobody was really like, because everybody want to come to Miami and shoot. Everybody's like, no, I'll be in Miami in 2 weeks, or I'll be in Miami. I'm like, look, I'm here. But, you know, Jersey and New York isn't like.
It isn't like Miami.
Yeah, it isn't like. You know.
It's something about Florida that make motherfuckers feel sexy.
Go to Atlanta next week.
Yeah.
Something about that make motherfuckers still feel sexy.
Over.
Now, G's over here looking like he about to go rob somebody. But outside of that, G's, what do you get from these type of conversations when we having them?
Because he's been around a lot.
I get great advice, and I know
advice.
what to do and what not to do.
Dude, I'm gonna ask you a question because we know, like, for those that don't know, G's is an artist. He's a rapper. And Duff is a rapper, but we gonna go to G's real quick.
Yeah,
right?
he the OG.
He the OG, right? So being an artist and stuff like that, we talking about collabs. We talking about working with people and stuff like that. What type of experiences do you have?
I give you a perfect example. Like I do, like besides me being an artist and stuff, I mount TVs and stuff like that. You feel me? Like a lot of my customers be females or whatever. Like I just had an incident. Like
He said that incident. That don't even sound. That sounds negative.
nah, it's not a bad. It's not even bad. Like so, I went to mount this girl TV up or whatever, but she was just on the phone talking spicy. You get what I'm saying? Like, she was on there like, I can't wait to throw this ass back. Like, her movement just all crazy. I'm up in the air hanging the TV up.
Oh, she's talking that spicy.
Yeah. So you feel me? Like, I don't really charge people that much, like, the amount of TV. Like, my base rate is just $50. Like, and that's just for, like, a 32-inch. But she had a 43 or whatever, but I knew her. Long story short, I charged her, like, a friendly rate. Like, somehow I charged my family, like, $70. Like, you feel me? Because I know you. After that, I got one of those messages, like, when you go pull up on me, like, when you gonna come over.
Wow.
And she got a boyfriend, you feel me?
Like a lot of these chicks do.
So it's like,
You'll find yourself in a line of trouble. I'm gonna ask, you know.
and that's where it comes in with business. Like, you can't mix business with pleasure.
And that's a tough, cause
And that really
That's the
do be
facts.
tough, like, cause I be listening to him doing his massages, and I be seeing some of them. I'm like, see, if I was a massage therapist, I would have to do, like, I got happy ending massages too, but they would cost you a lot more. See, that's why I couldn't do stuff like that. Feel me? And
so you
then
couldn't handle having that man.
yeah,
camera.
and then he doing the camera, so it's like, I might ask you, like, yo, you want to be a video vixen?
So you
Yeah.
you gotta know where you at with people. It's tough. Like, a lot of people. Listen, I'm gonna ask you a question. I'm pretty sure I know the answer to this shit. How hard is it to turn down? Because I'm pretty sure these chicks is throwing some cheeks at you. Like, yo, come clap these, and you like,
That's what I'm saying.
nah, I can't do it.
Got the booty picking in.
Never, bro. That's the crazy part.
And I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna give you guys this energy real quick. Cause that's your camera. I'm gonna give you guys this energy real quick. I've talked to my cousin for years with these pictures. He has never clapped his customers, his clients. He's never clapped. I'm like, bro, never. He like, nah.
That's good.
To have that professionalism is some real shit.
It's never that energy. Honestly, man, I'm in and I'm out. Like, I'm in and out. You know what it is? It's more so, it's just like, you know, the new thing I see people saying is like, yo, he knows the assignment and he did what he's supposed to do.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like my assignment is to go in, get the fire ass pictures, get my ass out of there. Like, beep, like, be out of there, right? And it's more so like, even, all right, just let's just say this, right? You go to a shoot and there's, you know, let's say there's girls and they all want to holler at you, and no, I'm bugging. That's bad scenario. You go to a shoot and there's girls there and it seems like they want you. You just think like, damn, she giving me head, she doing this, she doing that, and then as soon as you make that move,
It's like it's not even that.
it could backfire.
Facts.
You could be a creep. You could be you're going to be that photographer. And like I said earlier, you're going to be all over the Instagram. And then, let's just say if she don't, she hides it. She holds, she suppresses it. Doesn't say anything. Right? Then now, you go to another shoot. You do the same thing. And now, that girl, she hides it. She suppresses it. It's cool, right? You off the hook. You still shooting. Everybody's still loving your shit. You go to another shoot. It's happening again. But let's just say this girl, she not with that shit. She don't play that. Don't fuck with me like that. I don't want you like that. I'm here to get my pictures. We out. Now, she may say, yo, this nigga Duffey, all of her story, yo, don't work with him, or I had a bad experience, and then everybody's going to repost it. Now you get comments. Now, the other two chicks that you did that to, they got courage now. They like, you know what? Oh, I was the only one. I was a victim. You know what I mean? Like, you start getting
Coming
that.
out like R. Kelly and shit.
And then now it's
Kelly.
and this happens to photographers all the time. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm speaking from just like the aspiring photographers coming up that want to get in this game, or that look at us like, you know, like my cousin said, like, oh, I'm the OG, because, you know, there's a lot of photographers from Jersey that remember when I was out here running around and shooting girls, and they like, yo, like, we was watching you. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you got to be able to move. You got to be able to move a certain way. So you can't just go in these rooms and just feel like these girls should give you some. Or just because the vibe is. No, the vibe is what it is because that's how it should be for the pictures.
Exactly.
Type shit. You
I
know what
call
I'm
it,
saying?
let's see who makes the first move.
Let's see who makes
But
the
you don't even want
That's what
that
it's
either,
called.
though.
Nah,
even,
but you-
even if
yeah.
like it's consensual or whatever, she fuck you or whatever. Now that's just messing your business up. It's messy now. I tell all my male friends, like trainers, when you dealing with stuff like that, you can't be messy like that. And like even if you want to do it, you gotta be like, nah. Yeah. Because your business gotta be more important.
It's really tough. When I say it's really tough to do, it really isn't. It's not really tough to do if you have the proper business mindset. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like me, when I'm working with these girls, they basically like he's working with new models at times, stuff like that. I got women on my table. They may be naked or they may be close to naked. They just got on underwear, little ass thong or some shit like that. And no drawers. And you working on them and stuff like that. And of course, I'm doing something he don't do. I'm actually touching him.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
And, hold on, wait a minute. So, we need to ask these questions. I need to be asking you these questions, nigga. You touching them? Like, wait a minute.
I'm actually touching them, and not only am I touching them, I'm touching them with warm ass oil.
Oh my god.
I'm touching them in a room with candles lit. It smells amazing. So the lights are off. They on the table. The table's warm, and while I got them down there, this is something.
I'm like, oh, oil? Oh, here you go. That's the oil right there.
Put that oil on.
Use it.
See, so when I'm working and stuff like that, and I tell people, I had to explain to somebody just recently. I had to do the massage part and explain to them and stuff like that. I was like, one of the reasons why being a massage therapist and massages in general have such a sexual connotation behind it is that we as human beings lack physical touch. We are starved of physical touch. And the only time most of us are touched physically is when what? We fucking. That's when we touching. So when I get you on the table and you book me for 2 hours and I'm massaging you for 2 whole hours, every bit of 120 damn minutes, and I'm doing your back and your legs and your feet, and I'm doing your scalp, and I'm rubbing in your scalp and all this kind of stuff. and I'm doing all these things.
Edit that out.
And I'm doing all these things, right? It can easily be taken out of context. You get women on the table that's gonna moan. You know what I'm saying?
You can't do that shit around me.
Yeah, nah.
You see what I'm saying? You're gonna get women on the table that's gonna moan.
Yeah, nah.
I have a nose like a shark. Their vagina's gonna be wet. You can smell that the vagina's wet. Like, yo, she wet on the table.
You can't be doing that.
And then
have y'all talked about this before?
All the time. He won't do the sensual massage, but
I stick away. I don't do the sensual massages. Like the joints that you see, the joints you see on Instagram all the time, where they got their asses up in their laps and they massage them. These dudes be picking girls up, doing all types of wild stuff.
Okay, I see.
I don't do those type of massages, but again, like I'm saying, like just in general, just because I'm touching them, it's like, I like this. This is nice, right? I am literally an inch away from maybe touching something I shouldn't be touching. My camera just went on.
Quick little break.
Yo, is that thing plugged in?
Low battery.
It should be plugged in through the back.
Let me see.
Alright, yo, hold on for 1 second. So, like, and when I'm doing that type of stuff, and it's like I'm massaging them and stuff like that, I'm inches away from everything. So with being inches away from everything and stuff like that, it's an easy slip up to actually touch something. Nipple slip here, this is here, ass is here. So it's literally about trying to control the whole entire environment. Do you get from in front of the camera, boy?
I'm trying to remember my number. Like
I've had plenty of people ask like, oh, do you do happy endings or have you ever done a happy ending? And they ask in such a cavalier type of situation where it's like, do you do these type of things? And it's not necessarily they're asking for if I'm going to do to them right now, but it's like, have you ever done that? Or, why are you inquiring? Why would you like to know?
Yeah.
Have you?
No, I don't do happy endings. So it's a
Whack.
very whack. It's a real tough situation. You know what I'm saying? Professionalism is very important, and like you guys mentioned, it's like you don't want to have that terrible ass name following
for you, because then
you don't want to have that.
When you're trying to do it for a living,
yeah,
you gotta sustain the business. Like you can't just you just can't be out here just being like that. Like you gotta, you know what I mean? Like
you want people to be comfortable going to you, especially women.
Exactly, especially.
And all my clients are women.
You know what's crazy, Trey? While you was talking, and I'm over here listening. I'm just like, yo, you know how we was raised, like how we grew up, right?
Wild.
That's you. How we grew up. We just like. Sex has been like a normal thing
for us
in our lives. Like our family was just open about all this stuff, and for us to be in the field that we're in and just be comfortable doing it and not being like sexual is just like
it's because y'all so comfortable around it.
I guess that's why.
Yeah,
I told this shit to somebody.
Wild,
right? So like when people say like, yo, how do you do it? It's like because like I grew up like
it's normal.
Sex being
it's a normal
like, okay to talk about or like to do or. Like it, and we had our times where it was like, nigga, we was out here being a little reckless, like, having our fun, being little whores and shit. Fuck it.
What's the most important thing?
What you mean?
That's the question. We taught this our young boys. What's the most important thing in the world?
Fucking bitches.
Fucking. That's the most important thing.
That's
but
wild.
That's what we used to tell them when we was younger.
My celibate ears cannot hear this.
I stuck to the code since then.
But I'm gonna tell this. I'm gonna say this real quick, right? I'm gonna say this real quick on some other shit, right? I tell people all the time, like, I don't know how to flirt. I don't know how to do any of that kind of stuff. And the reason being is because if a person's having a conversation about sex with me, it's just another conversation. You know, some people jump into a sex conversation because they're trying to hint at something. Me, I'm like, I just be in the conversation.
You know what? It's easier for y'all because y'all niggas. But once I start talking about sex, niggas like, she want to fuck. And meanwhile, I'm just like, no.
Yeah.
I don't want to fuck you.
I'm just saying in general. We're just talking right now.
We're just talking right now.
And for me,
that's so you're saying like if a girl is doing it,
yeah, it's like
the guy automatically thinks that she want to fuck.
Yeah.
And me on the other hand, when a girl has this type of conversation with me, to me it's just another day. It's Wednesday at whatever time.
My family was like that too. Like everything is just sex, this, that, and I'm like, okay, but now that I'm talking about it, niggas like, yeah, she trying to fuck. She want to do this, and I'm, bye, baby.
Oh, there we go. You in front of the camera, my nigga.
With his ass.
Whole ass in front of my camera. Move, boy.
You too.
Listen, Henny, Hookah Chronicles podcast is uncut.
It's very
scripted. Shit is gonna happen. Fuck it, we gonna keep going.
We're gonna keep going. So like, I don't know how to do certain things because to me it doesn't read that way. If a female starts talking to me about certain things, it's like, okay, I'm used to this. You know, and I can talk about sex with you over lunch, and it's not like it doesn't bother me. But for a lot of people, talking about sex is their sex language. It's like, yo, so what do you like to do? How you eat pussy? No, like, and you have the conversation. And for me, I feel like I'm always in a point of educating. Like I'm trying to drop gems and shit. Like, nah, man, the easiest way to hit the G spot, man, you got to push them legs back. Like I just be talking, and women be like, yeah, word. That's how you get to it.
Freaky ass.
I need to see this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it turns into. It's like, it's a completely different ball game. So, like how you mentioned, like our professions, it makes it easy for me to do what I'm doing because
But isn't it like crazy that we like ended up here? You know what I mean? Like without even like knowing, like we didn't think like I'm gonna be a photographer one day or I'm gonna be a massage therapist one day. It just was like, I don't know. This shit is crazy.
It's nuts, right?
It's crazy with me. Now that I think about it.
But we're definitely here.
We're here with it.
Look at Nita like, bruh.
I didn't know it was gonna be a sex symbol.
So Nita, how is it being a sex symbol?
I didn't know that.
How is it being one of those girls on OnlyFans? That's what I want to know.
I don't know because I'm still like, I don't think so. And everybody's like, nah. Because when you meet me in person, you're like, yo, she's goofy as hell. Like, she's mad chill. Meanwhile, people that don't know me and they see me on Instagram, they're like, yo, she's so seductive. She like, god damn. And I'm just like, yeah,
Yeah, sure.
So like,
anything, lie to me, baby.
Right? I'm like, whatever.
Here's my cash app.
Yo, you got mad sex appeal, and I'm like, who? Me? Okay. I mean, I like fucking, but
the same young lady that swears she can't dance.
Yeah.
No,
She can only twerk, but she can't dance.
I cannot dance. My butt literally.
Most girls are like that.
I can't even. No, I really can't even twerk. My butt just like it's just jiggly, so it works out. It just takes over.
It's jiggly.
It just takes over. So I'm just like, whatever. Make me a couple thousand.
And he asked a great question and stuff like that. Like as far as like the transitions and stuff like that, as we moved on and stuff like that. Like to be in your position now, right? Got the OnlyFans popping. Your following on the gram is thick. it's real thick out here. You know, you up there in that 50K section and stuff like that.
No, okay. My problem is I block a lot of people. Like, my block thing is like thousands of people. Because once you say something negative, I'm blocking you. My friends keep saying, stop doing that. No.
You gotta go.
You gotta go. Because I'm all about like positive energy. Once you start, if you say something like, oh, what about your kids? Block. Why are you worried about my kids for? They good.
Yeah.
Like, I block people fast because I really don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
If you're not the type of fan that I want you to be, I'm blocking you.
And you have the right to do that. And some people don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? You have a right as a creator. You have the right to choose who you want to create for. You can be pick and choosy. Like, I'm gonna say this: Duff frustrates the hell out of the entire triplets because this nigga legit will delete every picture on his page.
You don't put it
He's the smile on this nigga's face. He's easily done it like 5 times. He's easily done it like 5 times. Yo, he be like, yo, let me show you my cousin page real quick. Like, where the fuck the pictures go?
Y'all did do that to me. Y'all was like, wait, no. He had more pictures than this. I'm like, okay.
That's when, honestly, that's just me. That's my brain. I get in that mode where, listen, you go to J. Cole page, he deletes everything. He's putting out an album. You know what I'm saying? I went to a couple other people's pages. They delete everything. They put out an album. It's like a refresh.
Once I get my boobs done, I'm deleting all the pictures.
That's what girls do. They remove all like the other little hidden pieces that was in there that are hide that they had smaller boobs or smaller butt. You don't know, but that's kind of how I do it. Where sometimes I get in a creative mode where the work that I'm posting. Okay, this was 2017, this is 2018, this is 2019. I'm better now.
Right.
I gotta get rid of all of this.
Right.
Cause now it starts to be like, I swear, I'm not OCD, but when it comes to my content and my Instagram page, I want my shit to be a certain way. Like, I want it to look a certain way and feel a certain way when people go to the page. So in my mind, I'm thinking everything has to go. I don't get attached to the work. Like, honestly, I don't get attached to none of my pictures that I post. I'm like, it's great pictures, but there's more that I'm going to be posting. Or I'm about to do another 10 shoots that's going to be great that people are going to love. Now, a lot of the work is going in the photo book. So if people buy the photo books, then they can find the extra work that was, missing and stuff like that, right? Exactly. So like I go and I remove all that shit, and then I make it so that when you go on my page and you just scroll it down or scroll it however you're doing it, it has a feel to it. It has a certain color tone. So now the next little color tone is going to be certain, maybe blues or maybe reds or maybe.
That's what I want to do on my page. But I don't have the energy. Like, once I'm able to, like, quit my job or whatever, then I'm just like, all right, this is going to be, like, 10 times better.
Yeah.
But I don't be having the energy after, like, working full-time and then dealing with kids. I'm just like, whatever. Y'all just going to get these pictures that my son took.
I'm just going to post, yeah. And it's hard. Sometimes it's hard, like, oh, man, I got to keep... Because I know I might get a look from so-and-so, and then she go on my page, I'm not going to see as much as she may need to see. But for me, it's like, fuck it. I'm doing this for me. Like, this is my page. I can't get attached to social media. I got to get attached to the work. I got to get attached to me just... Because if I don't have any pictures, that means I got to get up and go grind, go get some new pictures so I can post some shit. And that's basically what I'm doing now. Like, I got to get up, got to go grind. I got like 3 shoots next week. When I get back home, I got to go knock those shoots out so I can be able to post. Meanwhile, I got fucking 4 hard drives of fucking models and pictures that when they get released, a lot of them won't. Some of them will in the photo books. Some of them might see Patreon, but it's still that. I probably got like.
That's a fucking lot.
I probably got like 20,000 pictures total.
That is a lot of fucking pictures.
I'm just being nice. Like, if I go through all my hard drives and just like check all the folders and see how many pictures it's.
No, I'm lying. Because that's how many screenshots I got. I feel like a messy bitch right now.
And you're not even a photographer. You just out here.
I'm like, look at this
with
wig.
the screen.
Look at her wig.
That's crazy. She got receipts.
It's a lot of motherfucking work.
That is.
But from hearing what you're saying, you use the delete as motivation.
Yeah.
Creative tool. It's a reset for me. It's always a reset. And I know people hate it. I like, not even just y'all. Like, it's other photographers, other people I talk to from this that I met doing this, they like Duffey. What are you doing? I'm like, bear with me. Like, bear with me. It is what it is at this point. Like, I'm gonna keep it rolling. Don't worry. Cause I'll take a break. I'll chill. Won't post anything. Obviously, cause IG is like so strict now. So if I post something, I might get deleted. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna take some time off. Go to the Patreon. But you know what I'm saying? Like when I had the OnlyFans, go to the OnlyFans, and you'll see some new shit up there. But Instagram,
strict as fuck now.
they strict. So I gotta post strategically so that. Because once I start posting constantly, a lot of my work is going to be titties and, you know, ass or whatever. So it's like I got to make sure. And it's like, yeah, I could post. That's probably what I'm about to start doing now. Like I'll post more like swimwear, more bikini, like detail-wise, but still sexy, but not to the point where, you know, anything has to be censored on the IG. So.
Yeah. IG be blowing me.
IG be blowing everybody, man. I'm on my like 11th page.
I'm still blocked from going live. It's like month 3 now.
Yeah.
They let me go live one time. Then the next day I promoted my OnlyFans thing. It was like, nah, sis, you're wrong. Like, no. And my friend told me though, if you put like the hashtag link in bio, most of the time they're gonna take they're gonna say this is not it.
Yeah,
so
they
caught
on to all the little tricks and how girls do it. And they don't even let me do sponsor posts. So.
And a lot of people don't even be seeing my posts no more. Like, they're like, yo, I had to turn your notifications on to see it. Or I have to go to your page constantly to see your pictures. Yeah. Like, I'm bad on the gram. I don't know what I did to Instagram, but they don't like me.
God.
A lot of ass and twerking and shit.
And a lot of Black Lives Matter.
Maybe that too. Like they on top of all that shit.
They don't like that shit.
Definitely don't. And they will come get your motherfucking page and take your shit down.
Word up.
Like I said, I'm on like I said 11, but I'm pretty sure I'm on my 13th page.
And if they delete mine, I ain't making another one. I'll be honest with you.
I know, yeah, if they really delete mine.
How many followers you got? You up there right now?
I'm at 29K. And then I got the CL Sexy. That's only at like 2K. And if they take Mister Duffey, I'm going to go to CL Sexy, play with that for a while. Then if they take that.
I need to make a backup page. I keep saying that, but I don't have the energy.
For you, everything's having the energy.
We gotta shoot so you can like have some content. Like
look at her. She's like, oh, you know, you're here into it.
Yeah.
No, I'm like terrified. I hate. Oh my god, I don't like attention. I don't.
She likes her own attention.
Yeah, it's so weird.
She like no, but listen, girls. They rather film themselves from their phones and like I know that, like I deal with a lot of girls, so I know a lot of the shooting and posting and stuff they rather just do it from their phone because they don't feel like you don't feel like you're really a model, you don't know how to pose or this, that, and the third. It's gonna be whatever. But
and I like to stare at myself while I'm doing things.
Yeah, so some girls want to have a mirror right there so they can see themselves, and obviously every shoot ain't gonna be like that.
Exactly.
But once
I know, like,
it's hard for me to explain.
A lot of people be like, can you just do a photo shoot? And I'm just like, I am shy. Like, I cannot.
Listen, we'll do a shoot and then it'll be fire and she'll post it and be like, damn, I can do more of these.
He's like looking around like, okay.
What you gotta do? For her, you need to do like a regular, just some chill ass outside shit.
No, I mean...
Like just some chill ass outside, just with her just chilling. Nothing overly sexy. She'll make it sexy with a little bit of stuff and just chill, just to kind of get it calm with the camera.
Whatever's on my page, I can get her to do. I guarantee it. Like she's not the only girl I've met that's probably said this same thing or been the same way. Like I meet a million different girls who be like, "Oh, I don't think I can pose like the girls that's on your page," or I don't mean. And then. Honestly, a lot of the girls some of the girls you see, like me, I like the girls that are like fresh, that are new, that has a look that everybody doesn't see, everybody doesn't work with, and I know like, all right, once I shoot with them and post them, then everybody else is gonna start following them and trying to shoot with them and stuff.
Dead ass, because I be following them joints.
Yeah, it's a lot of new faces.
Oh my god, yo.
Keep it funky with you. As soon as I say, like, woo, shit.
Yeah, like
follow.
It's a lot easier than what you might think it is. I think it's just photo shoot or shoot. The words make it seem
like,
bigger.
Yeah, and
but
plus
it's not really that.
I was like with this one photographer, but he was a creep, and it was just like, and then he was like very like much an asshole at the end of it all because I'm like, bruh, I'm not fucking you.
Yeah, most of them are.
And then
He
was
said,
like,
yeah, most of them are.
he was just like, oh yeah, but you post pictures of yourself all the time. I'm just like, bro, I'm not fucking you. I don't know what you thought this was, but it's
Like,
not.
what does that got to do though? Like with the shoot we doing?
Yeah, it was weird as fuck. Like literally at the end of it all, I had to like call my friend. So she, like as soon as it was done, she was there. Like and he was like, oh yeah, this bitch set this shit up. Yes, I did, because you made me uncomfortable. But nah, he's like legit. Like I like that.
It's like we keep hinting to professionalism you gotta be. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, you other motherfuckers that work in these type of fields will understand that.
We opening this?
Open it up.
I'm about to have a shot.
No, you gotta take the whatchamacallit off. It has the little thing around it. Eventually, because what happens is, and this is some real shit. A lot of people get into these type of fields solely because they want to be around women and shoot their shot. A lot of men be like, yo, I want to be a massage therapist because they want to be around women and shoot their shot. Motherfuckers want to be photographers because they want to be around women so they can shoot their shot.
Yeah, these are guys that didn't get girls before they had a camera. They didn't know how to be around them. They didn't probably have that much sex in their life. And this is who they are. They creeps with cameras.
Dead ass creeps with cameras. And it makes it, but literally, when y'all do that, y'all make it harder for people that are professional.
Yep, because I'm damn sure I got to deal with attitudes, and honestly, I just got into it like with a chick, maybe like a day before I came to Jersey, like some bullshit, and she basically was like, "Listen, I'm sorry, I apologize. It's just that, I'm so sick of this industry. I deal with a lot of assholes. I deal with a lot of this and that. And I kind of understood. Like we talked, and I was just like, listen, sometimes you deal with so much bullshit. Any little thing a photographer do or say or a model do or say, we kind of just be like, listen, I ain't the one. You know what I'm saying? So it is like that for these girls. You know what I'm saying? They dealing with a lot of guys that's trying to take advantage and make them feel, smaller or whatever, and making like I had one girl tell me, yeah, he tried me. It wasn't like she was like kind of giving him like excuses. Like, yeah. It wasn't in a bad way where I felt disrespected. It's just he tried me, and I think it's because like I'm a dancer, and I was saying to myself, listen. Well, I didn't say it to myself. I said it to her like, listen, dancer or not, he ain't supposed to try you. Like she made it seem like just because she was a dancer that he felt like
it's okay.
She would be cool with trying to get a lap dance and all this stuff.
Right.
I was like, but even if you are, that ain't his place to do that.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Now, after the shoot, if, you know what I'm saying, and he knows how to come at you a correct way and whatever, I don't know, like, then
or
maybe
you approach him.
Yeah, like, then maybe it's okay and it don't come off a little weird and awkward, but at the shoot, it's the shoot. Like, that's it. It's the shoot. Anything else is just like, nigga, what are you doing?
Nigga, what are you doing?
And I like to, I mean, I don't really, like, just take everybody's word, like, all right, is he a creep? All right, cool. I ain't gonna fuck with him because sometimes you can't just believe everybody. But I like to know who the photographers are that these girls are talking about, and 90% of them are saying the same names. So I want to know so that if I decide
you don't attach your name to that shit.
If I would do a content trip, you ain't coming. Or if it's gonna be a content trip and he's gonna be there, I might have to pass on this one because once they see
smart.
Duffy's with him, or then he's like, well. They cool. They must be all like that.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna shoot with him because I saw him at it, like, and then you'll never know. You'll never know why this girl not hit me up, why she not responding, or what's going on. Like I'm trying to shoot with her. She's cool. Like she got a look. I know I can kill it. Like it could be dope if we work, but it's probably because we saw you with a photographer that's on some fuck shit, and they just automatically think we got some type of union amongst photographers that'll be like, listen. If she say something, dismiss it, blah, blah, blah. Like, one girl told me that. Like, she think it's like a group that if they say something, that they're going to get, like, what is it? Blackball?
Yeah.
Nobody's going to want to work with them. I'm like, I don't know these niggas. Like, I don't know any of them. Like, I don't know them just because, like, we follow each other. They comment on my pictures. I only know, like, a few of them that I've talked to and, like, actually kick it with and show love. But it ain't like that. You know what I mean? So a lot of girls are it's getting bad. I knew it was getting bad because one of the girls that's a sex worker posted in her IG. She was like, "It's crazy how much of a creep these photographers are."
Yeah.
And I DM'd her. I was like, "Listen, a lot of these guys just get cameras just to get bitches." And she was like, "I agree 100%." And I just felt good, like, I ain't on that side of the fence. I am not on that side of the fence. I'm good. Let me know when you're ready to shoot. Like, that's how it is. Like, because it's bad, bro. It's bad. But there is still a lot of great photographers that's not like that. That's still putting in work. That has the respect. That's doing that thing. Like, it ain't like I'm the only one. I ain't trying to make it seem like that. But, you know, I can't only speak for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't speak for all the photographers that might be doing the right thing. But, nigga, if they listen to this, then nigga, y'all better get your shit straight.
Right.
Because it's only gonna last for so long.
For real.
Yeah, it's only gonna last for so long.
You're gonna catch that case. And that's that's like one of my biggest things with being a massage therapist. Like, I'm in the easiest bubble of he said, she said. It takes one female to be like, oh, he touched me.
So how do you deal with that?
It's all about being professional. It's literally about being professional. There's no woman underneath the sun that can be like, yeah, Travell did this or Travell did that. I've been a massage therapist for 5 years.
Right.
And there's not at the spot myself where the spot that I work at, my manager raves about one thing about Travell. Travell has never received a negative review, not once, about my overall performance. Not even on some sexual shit. Not once has a client ever complained about, oh, he didn't listen to me, the pressure was off, this was that. Never, because I'm in tune. And I know that I'm here to motherfucking work. You know what I'm saying? So I don't worry about it. And with my private clients, and again, like how you mentioned, like, oh, you wasn't afraid you're going to get kidnapped or some shit. I have people that I've never met a day in my life. They hit me up and they want a massage. And I go and I do this shit and I knock it out. It can be...
Scared. That's because y'all niggas.
It could be a little nerd. Please, I've definitely sent my location to people. Like, yo, I'm here.
Remember when I almost got kidnapped by one of our guests?
Yeah.
Because of him? Drunk as hell. He was like, yo, yeah, move my car. Threw that thing in my keys. I was like, okay.
I don't remember throwing the keys, but I definitely drunk as hell that night. I got fucked up.
You was drunk as hell.
I was drunk as hell.
He's like, I'm gonna move your car. I'm like, oh my God.
I was drunk as hell.
But found out later on this nigga kidnapped his ex-girlfriend.
Definitely did.
Definitely did. Got kidnapped.
Definitely looked that nigga name up.
Yes,
Yes, definitely was.
Super in love with me.
Oh my God.
So it can be definitely a little creepy. And you're going, and that's the thing. Like, it's like G Duff has a little bit more of a control situation because, in like down there, he'd be like, yo, I'm gonna be doing shoots for this time, and y'all can come to this location, and he has a little bit more control. And me is like, yeah, I'm gonna be at this hotel. Oh shit, okay. Oh, you gotta come out here. You're gonna be coming. I'm like, oh,
right.
You're gonna be where?
You're
gonna be where? Holy shit. So it's definitely something to think about and stuff like that. So
yeah.
But literally, it's just all about making sure that I keep my name clean. Your name mean a lot out here. Your name mean a lot out here.
I can't fuck with nobody no more.
Nothing.
I have so many imaginary boyfriends. Well, they think I'm their girlfriend, and it's like if I get a boyfriend right now, or if somebody be like, yeah, I hit any shit, it's just over. It's done.
It's over.
So I just gotta be like,
your name means a lot. Like the Mister Duffey brand, it carries its own weight, and you've been doing it long enough to where it's like people know what they're gonna get. And this is the thing, everybody gonna talk.
right.
People gonna talk. Period. And it's going in that model world. It's very big, but it's also small. Yeah. And it's going to be a chick that's in Florida that's going to be like, oh, Mr. Duffey shot with this girl, and I actually kind of know her. Let me hit her up. Yo, how was your shoot with Duffey? Nah, it was cool. He was peace. He's mad professional. He did this, he did that.
I get that so much. I'll be so happy.
I bet I'm a book with him, and then somebody else do it, and somebody else do it. The moment he has that moment where it's like, I shot with this nigga, you know, it wasn't professional, or he said this, or he did this, or he did ASAP. It's just like wildfire. So you have to protect your brand. And a lot of people are not worried about their brand, and your brand is your bread. A lot of men, y'all worry about y'all dick more than y'all worry about y'all brand. And that's where you fuck up at. You gotta stay focus. If a female want to give you some coochie that bad, trust me, it will happen. But y'all too busy worrying about trying to fuck every single one of them. High percentage. You're trying to back high from the field.
They just turn it. They just trying to turn it into fucking porn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's easy for me to get surrounded by that because I'm in the same like field with the same photographers that shoot the same model, same girls. So it's like, damn, nigga, you're like, you can't turn all this shit into porn. Like, you know what I mean? At some point, it has to be. You gotta be able to just do the work. Like, just stay out the way, nigga. Like, what are you doing?
They said just do the motherfucking work. Y'all niggas be making this shit hard for us. You know what I'm saying? Tonight it was a good night.
It was real chill.
Outside of our few little spats between these other cats that came up here, but tonight's show was dope. I ain't even mad about tonight's show. You know what I'm saying?
Show's about me?
Yes, nigga. See how I did that?
I was gonna talk about, you know what I mean?
Oh,
you talk about sex?
That's Nita's topic. No shade. That's what we talk about a lot. There's a lot of.
I thought I was gonna get the whole, you know what I mean, whole 9 yards with this shit. That's why I poured a drink. Like, let's see what we doing. I'm here.
Well,
I'm here, nigga. Listen.
You know what?
I don't know when the next.
You know what? We about to come right back. We about to come
part 2
right back. You know what I'm saying? We gonna give you one of the motherfucking show, nigga. We about to give you a goddamn
Your
show.
favorite, baby.
He got his own. That's his tag.
That's the tag.
Yo. We gonna. You know what? Duff up here from Florida. We gonna spin the block on this real quick. We gonna jump into some other shit, yo. It's your boy Tre LA Sweatpants Pop.
And Miss Nita.
This the Henny Chronicles podcast show. We gonna come back and talk our shit like we be talking our shit.
Look at this.
Shit.
You see this?
What am I looking at?
This is weight gain.